Football fans. Oh, no, that's not how I introduce the segment. Guten Morgen, muchachos. Welcome back. How are you doing? Welcome back to Football Digest Daily, where we get to digest briefly on what was happening over the weekend. Of course, we talk about the Premier League and anything else that is sporty that is worth talking about. This one, of course, is the Premier League because that's our bread and butter. Let's just start off with Manchester United. Just give me the light and pass the draw. Pass another Bacolamo. Pass another Bacolamo. What happened to the light? Where is delete? Why is this man getting clapped and clattered at home by Tottenham Hotspur? You know, when this game was being played, you're like, this is a game where the two managers cannot afford to lose. Like, you feel like each of them are on the cusp of maybe getting fired if they get a bad result, right? Boy, man, I kid you not, Manchester United, I think it's a matter of time now before they fire Ten Hag. That already makes me feel some type of way because I love Ten Hag, of course, for obvious reasons, because he makes me happy as a rival. Yeah? But boy, if you watch that game, I don't think Ten Hag is walking on a very tight rope, bro. I think he honestly will be fired. Because I'm even looking at the games that are coming next. I don't see how he wins. Manchester United, next up they have Porto in Portugal in the Europa League. After that, they go to Villa Park. I don't see them winning any of those two games. I don't. And in that, I don't see Ten Hag surviving. And that honestly makes me really sad. Walai. But anyway, let's delve into this game. So, of course, Manchester United hosted Tottenham. They have to win that game because they are doing really badly. Manchester United are in the bottom half. They are in the bottom half. So you're thinking, all right, this is the game where Manchester United, now they're at home, they have to show something. I mean, they can't lose back-to-back games. The last time they played at home, they got beat by, is it Liverpool, 3-0. Surely there's no way they lose back-to-back matches, right? Wrong, man. Because in the first 3 minutes, they're already 1-0 down. Rashford loses the ball. Did not even track back once he loses the ball, by the way. Van de Ven gets the ball, sprints almost like a whole half field, alone, nobody's tackling him. Then lays down for Brennan Johnson to tap in because he had acres of space. He was as free as a goddamn kite. The easiest goals he'll ever score. An easy tap in, 1-0 up to Tottenham Hotspur. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Alright, so let's see if Manchester United have it in them to actually fight back, right? Yo, they did not fight back, bro. It was all Tottenham. And then again, it got even worse because Bruno got red carded, right? A card which I felt kind of harsh, but still, when you look at it retrospectively, you think, yeah, the foot was kind of high. I don't think you put in such a tackle in such games and you walk away with it. So now they are down to 10 men and already 1-0 down. And then it hit me. There's something called dark arts, right? Where you go down to 10 men, but you actually do defend well because you don't want to lose the game. I mean, you're already trailing, so you don't want to make it worse, right? So do the dark arts. I mean, the Arsenal have laid down a benchmark on how to do it, right? Manchester United were like, nah, we don't do dark arts here. Since we only do fine arts. Dark arts is for jabronis who have big eyes. So Manchester United decided to resort to fine art. Boy, oh boy. They got outplayed. They got outclassed. They got battered, bro. Tottenham were all over them like bees on honey. I kid you not. It was all Tottenham in that game. I think even before they got Bruno got sent off, Tottenham had, 28 touches inside Manchester United's box. Manchester United had 7 inside Tottenham Hotspur's box. I'm like, which team is playing at home here? Which team is playing at home here? It's crazy when you think about it. Tottenham absolutely outplayed Manchester United in their own backyard. And this is the thing we keep saying. Tottenham, Ten Hag has no style of play yet. From the first minute, you could see what Tottenham were doing. They had a style of play. Manchester United seems like a team that is just sitting back, waiting to hit them on the counter-attack. Clearly a team that relies on moments. You cannot be a team that relies on moments in the league and more so in your own backyard. Come on now. Sure. Aki, that does not work. It does not work. So yeah, Manchester United no style of play. Tottenham Hotspur had a style of play and they outplayed absolutely Manchester United. Got me thinking like, you know, this guy and the lack of style of play, even guys like Company, when he was at Burnley, he had a style of play. Walai. I know the style of play is the one that got him relegated again, but there was a style of play. You could see what he was trying to do. You cannot tell what Ten Hag is trying to do at Manchester United. You cannot, no style of play. 600 million pounds later, and you cannot tell the style of play. It's absolutely insane. Like yesterday, guys like Ugarte, they were nowhere to be seen. Guys like Zaxi, they were nowhere to be seen. Delete, just give me the light and pass the draw. Pass another Bokolamo. Where was the light? He was nowhere to be seen, bro. Walai. And I'm like, so they got these guys for manager who maybe would be leaving. What happens when another manager comes in and he's like, I don't like Zaxi? Or he's like, fuck Ugarte, I don't rate him. Or even delete. So what happens then? Now they go back to the market again. Yo, it's just insane. I think they should have just fired this guy after he won the FA Cup. Now they're in a whole new mess altogether. Because once they get another manager, and maybe the manager doesn't like some guys, I don't know. And by the way, Bruno Fernandes as well. He got red carded, yes, but he never really did anything worthwhile when he was on the pitch for 42 minutes. Just like he has done absolutely nothing this season already. Like, I don't recall a game where Bruno stands out. I think the one guy who could say has been kind of industrious for Manchester United is only Zaxi and Garnacho. Those are the kind of guys who would say, all right, they have tried. But, yo, the rest, Rashford, absolutely poor. Bruno, absolutely poor. Martinez did nothing. Zaxi, even yesterday, he didn't try much. I think he tried against Crystal Palace. Yesterday, not so much. And now Manchester United have, 7 points in their first 6 games. That's a joint record, a bad record that they have ever had in the Premier League, by the way. The last time they had such was in the 13-14 season, I think under David Moyes. The other time they had that was under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, 7 points after 6 games. And in the last 2 matches that Ole Gunnar coached at Manchester United, he lost 3-0. And those were his last 2 matches before he was fired. So Ten Hag now has coached Manchester United. In the last 2 Premier League matches at home, they have gotten beat 3-0 each. You see, like, where I'm going with this, like, it's just a matter of time before Ten Hag leaves, man. It's just a matter of time. I think he's working on quicksand. I don't think he survives, and that kind of makes me a little sad. Ain't gonna lie, because I want Ten Hag to stay. You know, for my own selfish reasons. So, yeah, Manchester United, they got outplayed, they got outdone, outclassed, they got banged at home. And I don't think even the fans booed them. I didn't hear any boos. And I was expecting like the fans would be there after 90 minutes. They're absolutely going to boo them. They booed them in the halftime break when they were going for the break. But in the second half, I didn't hear no boos, bro. So what is it? The fans are okay now? I don't get it. So Manchester United is just as disjointed as the presidency in Kenya. Walai. So it's not looking good at all for them. It's really, really bad. And I won't lie, I absolutely love it. Alright, so that's all I got to say about Manchester United. I think I would talk about Manchester United for like a whole 30 minutes. Check that out in our next podcast because we're going to be digesting that and then some with my boy Timothy. Alright, in the same weekend, of course, we had teams like Manchester City drawing against Newcastle United at home at St. James's Park, the early kickoff. What a draw that was. I mean, I absolutely loved it. Manchester United, Manchester City again, they looked in total disarray. They looked off. I don't recall seeing Manchester City playing like that. They looked off, to be honest. Fantastic goal by Gvardiol, but yeah, equalized by Anthony Gordon, who of course won a penalty courtesy of Ederson. He was going to score a goal. Ederson tapped him, and of course he got a yellow card and a penalty. I still felt as well there should have been another penalty for Joe Linton. He got tackled by Kyle Walker. They don't give that as a penalty. Inconsistency in refereeing. Then the 5 p.m. fixtures, that's when we had teams like Arsenal who were playing against Leicester City. Or 1-2-0 up seemed kind of easy until it wasn't. And then, of course, we got our way back into the match because, I mean, Leicester City, it was not easy because Leicester City crawled back. From 2-0 down, they made it 2-2 courtesy of James Justin, who I think, by the way, is a proper right back. Watch out for him. So, yeah, they crawled back, made it 2-2. And then in the dying minutes, we found a way of making it, we scoring 2 goals to make it 4-2 for the Arsenal. Kind of seemed a bit hard, but we got the job done nevertheless. I hope those lessons have been learned. We don't want to do that ever again. That's not how you do it. Liverpool up against Wolves at Molineux Stadium. They won 2-1. The other game was Ipswich versus Aston Villa on Sunday, by the way. A very good game, by the way. And Ipswich were able to hold Aston Villa to a draw. That's fantastic for the Tractors. I think I predicted for them to be cultivated. Nilisema watalimwa. Hawakulimwa. No. It did not happen. So, yeah. And then, of course, that's when we had Manchester United coming next to play against Aston Villa. So that's how the weekend has been, man. Absolutely crazy for Manchester United. It's not looking good at all. Ten Hag, you can talk about Ten Hag for like a whole week. But then again, it is what it is. Manchester United, I don't know if they're going to fire him. I think they are going to fire him. I don't see them winning their next 2 games. I told them they're not going to win any of their last 3 games. And someone called me a madman. Yes, because I said that. They said they have Joshua Zirkzee, the Jay-Z of strikers. No, for me, it's still Badiashile of strikers. So, yeah, let's see how this one is going to turn out, man. Of course, be on the lookout for an Extra Digest podcast. Going to be dropping sometime later this week. Most likely on Wednesday or Thursday, so be on the lookout for that. We're going to be digesting Manchester United even more. Of course, this week we have the Champions League and the Europa League. The Champions League, the big ones. Arsenal hosts PSG as Aston Villa on Tuesday. And on Wednesday, Aston Villa hosts Bayern Munich. Big games, big matches. Be on the lookout for that. Have a fantastic week. 5,000 subscribers.